The Bumba Horrida is a captivating tarantula species native to South America, primarily found in Brazil. Belonging to the Theraphosidae family, this spider stands out not only for its striking appearance, but also for its generally mild personality, which has earned it a growing fan base among tarantula keepers. While it is still somewhat rare in the pet trade compared to more common species, those who keep Bumba Horrida often praise its manageable temperament, making it a consideration for both new and experienced hobbyists. Before diving into temperament, it helps to understand what the Bumba Horrida looks like. This species is a medium-sized terrestrial tarantula with a leg span that typically reaches 4.5 to 5 inches, 11 to 13 centimeters. When fully grown, its appearance features earthy tones, usually a mix of light brown, tan, and sometimes subtle reddish or golden hues, making it blend well with the dry open habitats it naturally inhabits. The body is covered in fine hair, giving it a soft, velvety look, while the legs are slender but strong. The temperament of the Bumba Horrida is often described as calm, shy, and non-aggressive. In captivity, they tend to be more reclusive than bold, preferring to retreat to their hide rather than confront perceived threats. This makes them far less likely to show defensive displays compared to more aggressive species like the Pteronochelys amerinus, orange baboon tarantula, or Heteroscoda immaculata Togo starburst. When startled, the Bumba Horrida's first instinct is to run for cover rather than stand its ground. This flight-over-fight response is part of what makes them relatively safe to keep, as it reduces the risk of accidental bites. However, as with all tarantulas, they can bite if cornered or severely provoked. One of the most appealing aspects of the Bumba Horrida's temperament is its predictability. Many keepers note that it rarely makes sudden, aggressive movements, which makes basic enclosure maintenance easier. While it's not a species that enjoys or benefits from frequent handling, no tarantula truly does, it is less skittish than some other shy species, and it can remain relatively calm during rehousing, if approached gently. Handling is still not recommended, partly because tarantulas can be injured if they fall, and partly because even the mildest species can deliver a venomous bite if they feel threatened. Instead, this species is best appreciated as a display pet, with interactions limited to feeding and habitat care. Though generally docile, the Bumba Horrida is equipped with urticating hairs, tiny barbed bristles on its abdomen that can be flicked into the air when it feels threatened. These hairs can cause irritation to human skin and should be avoided, especially near the eyes. Interestingly, this species tends to use its urticating hair sparingly, relying more on retreat than defense. In terms of activity, the Bumba Horrida falls somewhere in the middle. It is not as reclusive as heavy burrowers, but it also isn't a constant wanderer like some arboreal species. It will occasionally be seen rearranging substrate, webbing around its hide, or hunting prey, especially at night. Because it is a terrestrial tarantula, it spends most of its time on or near the ground, making it easy for keepers to observe its behavior. When well fed and comfortable in its enclosure, it can be a very rewarding species to watch. The calm temperament, manageable size, and relatively easy care requirements make the Bumba Horrida a good option for beginner tarantula keepers who are ready to step into the world of exotic arachnids. Its docility means it poses less of a challenge than high-strung or aggressive species, and its beauty and occasional activity keep it interesting as a display pet. That said, new keepers should still respect the animal space and understand that even a calm tarantula can deliver a painful bite or cause skin irritation with urticating hairs. Proper enclosure setup and careful maintenance are essential to ensuring both the spider's safety and the keeper's. The Bumba Horrida is a wonderful example of a tarantula species that combines beauty, manageable care, and a mild disposition. With its tendency to avoid confrontation, calm nature, and interesting behaviors, it can make a fantastic addition to a tarantula collection, especially for those seeking a species that isn't overly defensive or difficult to manage. While not as flashy in coloration as some tarantulas, its subtle beauty combined with its approachable temperament makes it a hidden gem in the hobby. For keepers willing to provide the right environment and respect its space, the Bumba Horrida offers years of fascinating observation and enjoyment.